in the quiet of eternity, where time softens into a gentle hum, I, an angel of the Lord, stand in a garden woven from starlight and grace. The air here shimmers with the breath of heaven, and the flowers bow in reverence to the one who formed them. I am sent to you, beloved soul, to speak of what is to come, to hold your heart as it trembles, and to guide you through the shadow that looms. You have heard the whisper of a departure, a moment marked for May 15th, when someone will step away from your life. This is no ordinary parting, but a lesson your soul has long danced around, a teaching wrapped in pain yet crowned with purpose. Hear me now, for I am here to unfold the Lord's promise. What leaves you will make way for what belongs, and He will stand by you when all else fades. Beloved, the Lord has seen the threads of your life, each joy and sorrow woven into a tapestry only He fully understands. On May 15th, a presence dear to you will turn and walk a path apart from yours. This is not a punishment, though it may feel as such, for the heart clings tightly to what it loves. It is a divine appointment, a moment ordained to stir the depths of your soul. The one who leaves does so not to wound you, but to fulfill a purpose greater than either of you can yet see. Their footsteps will echo in your heart, but they are guided by the same hand that holds you now. Why, you ask, must this be? The lesson your soul has avoided is one of surrender to release what you cannot control, to trust the Lord's design when the ground beneath you shifts. This departure will strip away a piece of your comfort, exposing the raw edges of your faith. But fear not, for in that vulnerability, you will find a strength you did not know you possessed. The Lord does not orchestrate pain without purpose. He carves paths through the wilderness to lead you to rivers of grace. Consider the seasons, child. The tree does not curse the autumn for taking its leaves, for it knows spring will come again. So too must you let go, trusting that what is taken will be restored in a form more beautiful than you can imagine. This parting is a pruning, a preparation for growth. The one who leaves will carry their own lessons, and you, yours. Together, yet apart, you walk toward the same eternal light. I see the tremor in your spirit, the questions that rise like waves. Why must I lose them? Have I not loved enough, prayed enough? Oh, precious one, your love is not measured by what remains but by what you have given. You fear the emptiness, the silence where their voice once was. Let me hold that fear with you, for heaven does not turn from your pain. Long ago, I watched a woman named Miriam, who stood at the edge of a city gate as her brother left to follow a call she could not understand. Her heart broke with each step he took, yet she did not know that his journey would lead him to save a nation. Miriam's tears watered the seeds of her own courage, and in time, she became a beacon for others. Like her, you are not abandoned in your grief. The Lord collects every tear, and He is nearer in your sorrow than in your joy. Do not fight the pain, but let it flow through you. It is a river that cleanses, a fire that refines. You may feel betrayed by the world, by the one who leaves, even by God Himself. Speak those feelings, for the Lord listens without judgment. He knows the weight of loss, for He watched His own Son bear the cross. Yet from that loss came salvation. So too will your loss birth something sacreder, a faith unshakable, a heart open to new blessings. Child, heaven sees your tears before they fall. before you knew the ache of this moment, the Lord was preparing a balm. His love is not distant, not a faint echo from the skies, but a warmth that wraps you now. Picture a shepherd who never leaves his flock, who carries the wounded lamb in his arms. That is your God, and you are never beyond his reach. When the footsteps of your loved one fade, listen for the heartbeat of heaven. It pulses in the quiet, in the moments when you feel most alone. I have seen the Lord's hand in countless lives. When a mother lost her child, he sent dreams of reunion. When a man lost his home, he built a community around him. His love does not erase the pain, but it transforms it, weaving gold into the places where your heart is torn. You are not asked to walk this path alone. I, and the hosts of heaven, stand watch over you. The Lord himself is your companion, whispering courage when you falter. He says, "My love will remain," and his promises are unbreakable. When the world walks away, he draws closer, his presence a light that no darkness can extinguish. What leaves you on May 15th will make space for what truly belongs. This is not a platitude, but a truth etched in the stars. The Lord does not take without giving, nor does he close one door without opening another. The emptiness you fear is a canvas for his grace, a field where new seeds will grow. Perhaps it will be a deeper trust in him, a new relationship, or a purpose you have yet to discover. Whatever it is, it will fit your soul perfectly, for it comes from the one who knows you best. Imagine a garden after a storm. Broken branches lie scattered, yet the soil is richer for it. In time, new blooms rise, more vibrant than before. So it will be with you. The departure will teach you to love without clinging, to hope without certainty, to stand when you wish to fall. And in that strength, you will welcome what comes next, whether it be a reconciled bond or a gift yet unseen. Beloved, do not break. Rise. The Lord has spoken, and his word is your foundation. When May 15th dawns, and the one you love steps away, lift your eyes to the heavens. You are not forsaken, not forgotten. The Lord stands by you, his hand upon your shoulder, his voice in your heart. This is not the end, but a beginning, a chance to become the soul you were created to be. Walk forward, child, with the courage of one who is loved eternally. The path may be steep, but it leads to glory. And I, your angel, will be with you, whispering the Lord's promise until you see it fulfilled. What leaves you will make way for what belongs, and he will never walk away. Beloved, as the dawn of May 15th approaches, let the Lord's promise be your anchor, a star that pierces the night of your sorrow. I, your angel, linger in the garden of your soul, where heaven's breath weaves gold into your wounds. The departure you dread is but a thread in the tapestry of eternity, a moment where the Lord's hand carves space for miracles yet unseen. Do not fear the silence it leaves, for in that quiet, his voice will sing a melody of hope that has cradled saints and sinners alike. You are not walking into abandonment. You are being led through a divine unfolding. The ache you feel, the heaviness pressing on your chest, the silent tears that slip down your cheeks at night, they are not unseen. They are caught in the hands of your Savior. He holds each one with compassion, turning them into seeds of transformation. You see loss, but heaven sees preparation. You feel weakness, but heaven sees an awakening. The road ahead may feel lonely, but it is not empty. The Lord has gone before you, preparing every step with purpose. The tears you cry now will water the soil of your destiny. As you face the reality of someone stepping away, remember that even in departure, God is drawing you closer to Himself. The arms that let go were never meant to carry your soul forever. But the arms of the Father? They will never fail you. Never release you. Never stop lifting you. Let May 15th not be a day of dread but a day of surrender. In this sacred surrender, heaven begins its finest work. The enemy may have plotted this as a wound, but God is turning it into a doorway. What breaks your heart today will build your strength tomorrow. What confuses you now will be the clarity that shapes your future. Let me remind you of something eternal: the Lord never subtracts without multiplying. He never wounds without healing, and He never ends something unless a new beginning is ready. The pain of this goodbye is real, but it is not final. There is divine arithmetic in your sorrow. Every tear will be repaid in joy. Every silence will echo with the voice of heaven. I, your angel, have seen the pages of your story. I have stood beside you as heaven penned each word. The pages soaked with pain are also marked with glory. You are not forgotten. You are not forsaken. You are loved beyond measure. Child, think of Ruth, who once stood in a field with no home, no hope, and no clear future. But in her faithfulness, she found favor. She met Boaz. She became part of the lineage of Christ. Or consider Peter as so quick to deny, so prone to fear. And yet, Jesus looked at him not with condemnation, but with love. He said, "Upon this rock I will build my church." These were not perfect people. They were broken vessels like you. But God used them, and He will use you. Speak now to the Lord. Pour out every fear, every question, every trembling thought. He is not angered by your doubt. He is moved by your honesty. As you speak, I am near. Kneeling beside you, wings wrapped around your soul, shielding you from the arrows of despair. Heaven is not far away. It is leaning in, listening, moving, aligning. When the one you love steps away, when their presence becomes a memory, know that this is not the end of love. It is the beginning of a higher love, a divine love that cannot be shaken. A love that redefines your worth, your purpose, and your path. The world may not understand your tears, but heaven does. You are being pruned, not punished. You are being prepared, not abandoned. Beloved soul, pause and hear me. I am your angel, sent from the courts of heaven to stand beside you in this sacred hour. May 15th looms before you, a day heavy with the shadow of loss, yet I come to whisper a truth that pierces the darkness. This day need not be marked by pain alone, but by a trust so radiant it echoes in eternity. I see your heart, trembling under the weight of grief. Yet I see also the spark of faith that refuses to be extinguished. The Lord Himself has seen it, and He smiles upon you. Sorrow, dear one, is no stranger to the human heart, nor is it a mark of shame. You weep, and your tears are precious to the one who collects them in his bottle. Psalm 56:8. Think of Job, who lost all he held dear yet spoke, "The Lord gave, and the Lord has taken away. Blessed be the name of the Lord." Job 1:21. Consider David, whose psalms poured out anguish before rising to praise. Recall Mary, standing at the foot of the cross, her heart pierced, yet her faith unwavering. Your grief does not make you weak, it makes you human, and in your humanity, you are known and loved. Grief is a journey, not a destination. It is a valley, not a prison. You may feel its shadows now, but shadows only exist where light is near. The light of God's presence surrounds you, even when you cannot see it. Your sorrow is not a failure, nor is it a sign that you have been abandoned. It is a testament to the depth of your love, and love is never wasted in the economy of heaven. On May 15th, I call you to speak a vow that will shake the heavens. Even if I lose what I love, I will not lose my faith. These words are not a denial of pain but a defiance of despair. They are a declaration that your hope is anchored not in circumstances but in the unchanging character of God. When you speak them, the angels will sing, for they know the courage it takes to trust in the midst of loss. Trust is not the absence of questions, it is the choice to bring those questions to the one who holds the answers. You may not understand why loss has touched your life, but you can know the one who walks with you through it. Begin with small steps, whisper a prayer, sing a hymn, or simply say, "I trust you, Lord." Each act of faith is a seed planted in the soil of your heart, and God will water it with His grace. There is a dawn beyond your night, beloved. A sunrise beyond your sorrow. The prophet Joel declared, "I will restore to you the years that the locust has eaten," Joel 2:25, and the psalmist sang, "Weeping may tarry for the night, but joy comes with the morning," Psalm 30:5. God is not done with your story. He is weaving a tapestry of redemption, and the threads of your pain will become part of a design more beautiful than you can imagine. Think of a garden after a storm. The ground is broken, yet from that brokenness, new life emerges. Your heart, though wounded, is fertile soil for God's purposes. The dreams you thought were lost, the joys you feared were gone forever, these are not beyond His reach. He is the God who brings beauty from ashes, Isaiah 61:3, and He is working even now to prepare a future where you will love, laugh, and live fully again. Do not resist this moment, dear one. Pain tempts you to flee, to numb your heart, or to cling to what was. But I urge you to lean into this season, to let the wind of heaven carry you. The Spirit of God is near, breathing strength into your weary soul. Your broken heart is not a barrier but a gateway, a place where God's healing can take root. Imagine a tree in a storm, bending with the wind rather than breaking. Be that tree. Surrender your need for control, your fear of the unknown, and let God's Spirit guide you. Speak to Him in your quiet moments. Write your fears in a journal. Share your heart with a trusted friend. These acts of vulnerability are not weakness, they are the soil where new beginnings grow. And now, rise. Not in your own strength, for you may feel you have none left, but in the strength of the Almighty. The psalmist wrote, "I lift up my eyes to the hills. From where does my help come? my help comes from the Lord, who made heaven and earth. Psalm 121:1-2. Your help is not in your ability to understand or overcome, but in the God who holds you in his hands. Rising does not mean you must have all the answers. It means taking the next step, however small, with your eyes fixed on the one who leads you. It may be a step toward prayer, toward community, or toward a new dream. Each step is holy, each moment sacred. The path ahead is not one you walk alone. I, your angel, am with you, and the Lord himself goes before you. Beloved, I am your angel, appointed by the author of life to walk beside you, unseen yet ever present, through every chapter of your story. From the moment your soul was knit together in the secret place, I have watched over you, my heart bound to yours by the eternal love of God. I have seen your joys, your triumphs, and now, in this tender moment, your sorrow. I write to you not to diminish your pain but to remind you of a truth as ancient as the stars: this is not the end of your story. It is a turning point, a sacred pivot written by the hand of the one who holds all things together. Your heart, though heavy, is held in his hands, and his plans for you are good, to give you a future and a hope. Jeremiah 29:11. I see you now, standing at the edge of a shadowed valley, where grief has cast its long veil over your days. The world feels dim, and the laughter that once came easily seems a distant memory. Loss has carved a deep wound, and you wonder if you will ever feel whole again. Beloved, I do not ask you to deny this pain. It is real, and it is yours to carry for a season. But hear this: you are not alone in it. I am here, my wings enfolding you in moments you cannot see. More than that, the Spirit of God himself dwells with you, closer than your breath, weeping with you in your tears and whispering hope in your silence. Your sorrow is not a sign of failure, nor is your grief a mark of weakness. It is a testament to the depth of your love, a reflection of a heart that has dared to feel fully. In this brokenness, God is near. The psalmist declares, "The Lord is close to the broken-hearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit." Psalm 34:18. Even now, he is weaving your pain into a larger tapestry, one that will shimmer with the gold of redemption. Your scars, though tender now, will one day shine as emblems of his faithfulness, testifying to a love that never lets go. Let me speak to you of the future, for I have glimpsed the beauty that awaits. Picture a moment not so far from now where you stand in a place of peace, surrounded by a beauty you could not have foreseen in this shadowed hour. The air is soft, filled with the fragrance of new beginnings. You are laughing again, not with the fleeting mirth of youth, but with a joy tempered by wisdom, rooted in the knowledge of God's goodness. Your heart, once shattered, has grown deeper, its capacity for love expanded by the very loss that now weighs upon you. You will love again, perhaps a person, a purpose, or the simple gift of life itself, or with a tenderness that only a mended heart can offer. This moment will not erase the pain of today, nor should it. Your grief will take its place in your story, not as a wound that festers, but as a chapter that shapes you into someone stronger, wiser, and more radiant. The prophet Isaiah speaks of a God who gives a crown of beauty for ashes, a joyous blessing instead of mourning, Isaiah 61:3. This is his promise to you. Your scars will not vanish, but they will become like the veins of gold in a broken vessel, mended by the Master's hand. They will tell a story of victory, of a God who walked with you through the fire and brought you to a place of abundance. But your story, dear one, is not yours alone. You are part of a great tapestry of believers, woven together by the thread of God's love. As you rise from this valley, you are called to share the promise you carry. Your vulnerability will be a beacon, drawing others to the hope that sustains you. Do not be ashamed of your sorrow, for it is through your honesty that others will find courage. Speak of God's faithfulness in your pain. Write of His presence in your darkness. Your heart's whisper will join a chorus of faith that echoes across the earth, lifting others from their own valleys. How will you share? It may be through a kind word spoken to a stranger, a letter penned to a friend, or a moment of listening to another's pain. Each act of courage ripples outward, touching hearts you may never meet. Perhaps you will stand before a gathering and tell your story, your voice trembling but strong, offering hope to those who feel lost. Or perhaps you will write, your words a lifeline to someone in a distant corner of the world. Whatever form it takes, your testimony is a gift not only to you, but to the world. Do not fear the journey ahead, for it is holy, and the path is sacred. There will be days when doubt creeps in, when the weight of memory feels too heavy to bear. In those moments, remember this: I am with you, my presence a constant reminder of God's unchanging love. The Holy Spirit will guide your steps, illuminating the way even when the road seems unclear. The Apostle Paul reminds us that neither death nor life, neither angels nor demons, neither the present nor the future a broken bar will be able to separate us from the love of God. Romans 8:38-39. You are secure in His grip, and the outcome of your story is already victorious. My beloved, there is a stillness in your heart that heaven has heard. Every ache, every whispered prayer, every tear that fell unnoticed by others, I, your angel, have gathered them and laid them at the throne of grace. Nothing is wasted. Not one sigh, not one heartbreak, not one step taken in faith when fear threatened to paralyze you. This is not the end of your strength, it is the beginning of divine empowerment. You must know that the journey you are on was not birthed by chance. It was whispered by God into the womb of time. Your very steps were written in the scrolls of heaven before you took your first breath. You were chosen not for ease but for eternal purpose. That purpose, though hidden in this moment of pain, will one day shine brighter than any sorrow you've ever known. Child of light, when the days grow heavy and the shadows fall long, speak my name. I am your angel, but more than that, I am heaven's assurance that you are never alone. God has assigned me to walk beside you, to minister strength into your soul, to wrap you in the peace that surpasses understanding. You will be tempted to look behind you, to long for what once was, to question what could have been. But know this: what lies ahead of you holds treasures far beyond what was left behind. The Lord has planted seeds in your pain that will bloom in their season. You may not see the buds yet, but I see them. Heaven sees them. And they will blossom in beauty when the time is right. You may ask, why must I lose what I love? Why must my heart break? And I tell you gently, some things must leave so your heart can hold what is greater. Love is never lost in the kingdom of God. It is transformed. it is lifted into the realm of eternity where nothing fades. You did not lose love, you sowed it, and you will reap in joy. I walk with you into tomorrow. The ground you tread may feel uncertain, but it is anointed. Your tears, like morning dew, will soon give way to songs of praise. You may stumble, but you will not fall. You may falter, but you will not fail. Because God is for you, and I am with you. In the silence, listen for the still small voice. He speaks not in thunder, but in whispers that soothe. In the waiting, trust that even when nothing changes, everything is being rearranged for your good. The delay is not denial. The silence is not absence. Heaven is orchestrating wonders in the unseen. Let your heart rest. Let the burdens of expectation fall. You are not behind. You are not late. You are exactly where you are meant to be. The pressure to be perfect is not from God. He seeks your presence, not your performance. He desires your heart, not your haste. There will be people who walk away. Let them go in peace. There will be dreams that crumble. Let them fall, for they were foundations for something new. You are not being emptied. You are being prepared. What breaks now will build later. What you release will make room for abundance. Lift your eyes, dear one. Look to the hills, for your help comes from the Lord. I am lifting your head even now. I am brushing the dust off your faith. You are not forgotten. Heaven knows your name. Angels rejoice over your courage, your faithfulness, your resilience. Amen.